Maji nitakukunyia mzee, nitakukunyia maji lita 100. Nikikupiga wewe mpaka uombe maji. Hello, Ibuka. Mzee wa miaka 650. Siku ya watu ukiona mimi nakuja kuongea mbele hii kitu inaitwa TV ama kamera, unajua iko mambo nimechunguza sana, nikaona ukweli, nikachunguza nikaona pia kuna upumbavu inaendelea.
Krg The Don was donning all the way in 2023. What went wrong with Krg The Don? Because when you look at everything that he does right now, it's have dropped from garnering millions and millions right on camera, from going broke, going without a thing. Really? Surely. Unajua mimi nilikuwa nadhania venye Krg na kuanga sonko. Alafu na kakaka hivi tu unasikia Krg amesota. What really happened? There is a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. But you know what? We are here to show you all on whatever, no matter who it is, we are going to expose them all. Even if you are conning artists, we are coming for you. My good name is Antony Njenga, and this is Eve Media Kenya, the #1 online TV. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Let us dive and delve better in this particular conversation. On the peak, Krg The Don used to don a lot of wealth, used to, to have these kinds of different things that he was doing in life. But looking at life back, things changed. Things took a different turn. What sparked this all, different reactions? Sasa zingine anatokea live on interview anasema mimi ni buga. Alafu all of a sudden the guy has disappeared. All Gen Z scared the hell out of Krg The Don. This is his story. Krg The Don, I remember this particular time he was managing different talents. He was just a normal talent manager. And he was also a top musician at that particular time. But what I can generally say that his music didn't, I can generally say zilitrend tu kwa studio. They never came out of studio. And he did a lot of songs. Even imagine unaenda Dubai, unashoot ngoma na ujulikani. What a pain. But this particular guy stood out because of his anonymous sponsor who used to fund this particular guy's career all through, whenever going out with the latest Range Rover, going out with the latest Mercedes-Benz S-Class, And it was such a very beautiful thing. I could not imagine this. Imagine all of a sudden, unatoka kukua bossy, you have all this particular different amount of money, different amount of cash, going back to the streets with nothing. Unatoka ngo, mtu wangu. It is not an easy one. But you know what? They keep saying this. In this particular entertainment industry, it is just like a normal game. All that matters is how you play it. So some particular artists praise it better. But for Krg The Don, the guy missed the point really when it comes to politics, because he wants to protect his wealth. Why does Krg The Don fears attacking the government so much? Why? Because each and every particular time anasemanga mimi ni msanii wa gava, mimi sitaki kupiga gava, sijui atanikujia, sijui atanifanyia hivi. This is the reason Krg The Don used to do those particular farm star business where wase wengi wanaziita nini, kamua, wash, mtu wangu wa power. That the shock in it. He used to con artists. Wewe unatoa ngoma ikihit sana, everything, all, I'm saying everything that particular song makes, all the royalties belongs to Krg The Don. Alifanyia yule jamaa alimbanga ngoma inaitwa taka. And I'm even thinking, KRG, taka, because when you look back at that particular scenario, it was such a very different one. In fact, I didn't expect this from him. Imagine msanii ametoka huko, ametoa ngoma of one particular good line, but waseju wamevibe na yeye, ameshaanza ku take advantage of that particular situation. Definitely is not okay. It is not totally okay at all. But you know what? Hakuna mse alitokanga kutetea huyu jamaa. Wote walikuwa kaende mtu wangu, kaende tuende nayo. And I was like, God damn. You people, you should be at the front line of tetearing this particular guy alinyanyaswa. Tena, there is this particular song that hit so hard. It was a collab between Krg The Don and that particular Madhigi Dogodhanio group, which was definitely digidhoad by this particular guy, this white guy by the name Krg The Don. By the way, when you listen to that particular song, it was generally a vibe, although many people tend to say that those particular Shembetong songs, they are vulgar songs, they are usually seen by bagaras, and I don't just like yani unaamka siku moja mnaita wasee bagara. Siku moja Mungu atawaona jamani, na hii tabia zenu mnafanyanga sio poa. Because that particular song performed really well, did a lot of good, good stuff, and you could have thought that everyone will be donning out with a lot of cash from that particular song. But to your surprise, I'm telling you, to your surprise, my nigga, it was a different one. Because in this particular whole scenario, all the money that was made from that particular song, Krg The Don walked out with the whole amount of money. It is damn crazy when you realize that this particular Kadur, even if he is so good in everything that he does, he tends to con different artists and then comes out chest thumping saying, Ambuka, the greatest lioness of all times. Shame on this particular guy. Ni venye si kubeba whips leo, I could have whipped this particular guy the hell out of him, because it's definitely not okay. Just imagine the whole hustle. Msanii goes out to tengeneza ka song, alafu anaenda studio na record, alafu anapromiswa. By the way, here is where Krg The Don dons the game like Pablo Escobar. Do you see the life that Pablo Escobar used to do? The types of businesses that he used to do? That are the same businesses Krg The Don is donning in the city. I'm not saying anything, but it is clear. But this particular guy tends to say that I'm a billionaire, and when you listen to his story of how he got all the wealth that he has, it is damn crazy. Can you just listen to one of his particular, interviews? At one particular point, he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I got all my wealth from doing businesses. I used to sell mutumba, and that particular mutumba, as it went, up, I used to open another particular different businesses. I started businesses in UG. My nigga, labda wewe ukuwe ni fala, sijui hata kiasi gani, ili uanze tu kuside na this particular guy. Because looking at that particular matter very clearly, you can definitely see that here, hapa tulidanganywa. Because how many billionaires do you know that comes or hails from selling clothes from the age of 22 years to the age of 29 years? Right now we are talking Krg The Don is 33 years. But he used to say that he sold clothes for around 5 years. So tell me, which is this particular secret these particular people are using, you see, to just make that home sum? That's a lot of cash, by the way, a lot of money. Making from that particular industry is a no. I can definitely say that hapa Krg The Don ulikono watu na utaki kuambia. You know, tell people the truth. Let them judge if they are going to judge you. But let me tell you this. When your day comes, karma is coming back for you. Whatever wrong that you does to other particular people, just know that any particular day it will definitely come to you. Krg The Don, another particular version of the story that he keeps saying. I heard it the other day in a very different interview, hearing Krg The Don saying that, you know what, all this particular amount of money that I have, I got it as an inheritance from my grandma. Your story ina adapt kweli. He got all that particular home sum, a lot of money, from her grandma. Kwani grandma yake alikuwa anaitwa Patera ama alikuwa anaitwa nani? Then she comes out with that particular different stories. You know, I used to own that particular club by the name Casavera Lodge. But you know what? There was nothing like that. People tend to open some particular businesses to just, you know, make people fools. Wakati umeosha pesa huko nje, umeosha watu pesa. The only business that you can be able to open for you to pretend that, because when someone tells you that I made this all particular money from selling liquor and alcohol, you will, you know, clearly believe it. But let me tell you, do you see all these particular big businesses that you have, that people have in the city? I'm not, you know, sitaki kuchoma sana, but you see these particular big clubs people have in the cities, in every city around the world, not only in Kenya, by the way, it's around the world. Those particular big businesses are used for money laundering. Have you ever asked yourself, you enter a mall, a very big, you know, big mall, then you find a shop in a mall, it says only handkerchiefs. Only that, handkerchiefs. When you ask about the length of that particular store, you will be like, it's a lot of money. But that particular person have, you know, taken that particular small room, has rented that particular room to sell either shoes or handkerchiefs or the cups. You know, it happens a lot of time, but you know what? It is just a con. It is a way of funikaring you macho. Alafu, you will never know about it because you'll be like, hey, and that particular guy is lit. If he says handkerchief to pay rent, is, you know, that's the way Krg The Don opened a club by the name Casavera Lodge to launder money for people. Hiyo ndio inaitangwa wash. Unachukua pesa kutoka place fulani, unakuja unaioshea kwa club. Hiyo do ikitoka kwa club ingie kwa account, itakuwa clean money na itakuwa na kitu tunaitanga nini? Accountability, my friend. You'll be able to account this particular money came for this particular club, and you can definitely say if KRA traces this particular, you know, the whole thing, it will come to a conclusion that this particular guy, hii pesa yote iliingia from a club. There is another particular different version that Krg The Don usually gives. He keeps saying during the construction of SGR, standard gauge railway here in Kenya, from Mombasa, Nairobi, Kisumu. He usually says this. I don't know if it is the truth, but he keeps saying this. He was among the people who were assigned tenders by the government, to do this. I tend to believe in that. He did a business with the government, but I tend to say that many particular politicians used Krg The Don as a scapegoat, to fund their campaigns and also to launder money. Have you ever asked yourself, people are earning a lot of good money outside, but after doing business or becoming famous and becoming wealthy, all they think of is running for member of parliament, not any other particular seat. Have you ever asked, why are this particular guy fighting so hard to get that particular seat of member of parliament? The reason that you have never asked yourself that is because you don't open your eyes, Craig. The people who are so powerful in government, it is not the governors, it is not the senators, it is not even the president, it's the members of parliament, because they make the law, and they have clear access to many public funds. And you'll be like, many public funds? I have never heard about it. But let me bring you back to this particular place. Nani wanakuanga na do ya basari? MPs, do ya CDF, MPs, NGCDF, MPs. And there is their salary, there is bonus, there's a lot of things behind it. Why all this in one particular docket? And they have the greatest access to funds and to power in this particular country. That's why you keep seeing people like Heavy J Baba, you're seeing other particular people like Bahati Kenya, even Krg The Don, to your surprise, is going to run for a member of parliament coming 2027. You have definitely announced that. And you know what? My nigga, people will still vote for this particular guy because what I know, he will don out a lot of cash. He will pour a lot of money. That's the reason you have not been seeing Krg The Don so active in entertainment field. When is the last time that you heard Krg The Don, na hizo mbwembwe zake? This particular year, he is so silent from ile time ya finance bill, because one thing Krg The Don cannot do, it is to say no to any government, because anajuanga akisema sijui no ama aongee hivi long about the government, he will be exposed and he will definitely rot in hell. Krg The Don, I dare you. I dare you. If you want to clarify this and tell the Kenyans the truth, it is lies. But you have to come out with the receipts, showing people all this particular money I got from this and this and this. Because we clearly know that it is not a genuine business. Another particular business that Krg The Don does, he owns one of the biggest gambling company here in Kenya. I don't want to say the name of that particular company. So you can do your research and tell me, which betting company does Krg The Don owns? Because it's a big one. It's a big one. Just do your research and you will be amazed. And looking back at how gambling, betting makes a lot of cash, we will definitely know that this all money comes from somewhere. You know, it's not an easy one. People tend to say this like, but his money, he got it the easy way. No, there is no an easy route to get money. Kutata pesa siyo kitu talaita. Kupata pesa siyo kitu talaiti. You know what, by the way, guys? Finding money or finding cash is not easy. You need to go out in the streets, look for it, and definitely when you find it, use it well. My good name is Antony Njenga. See you in the next video, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Until the next video, bye bye for now.